Hi, this is Vishal Man from Aruba Networks, an HP company, and I'm here to talk about Aruba Instant, a very powerful yet simple and very affordable solution. The name itself focuses on the primary aim of this solution: instant. Nearly every feature in this product is easy, hence the goals become almost instantaneous to achieve. It's a controllerless solution. Today's access points have enough processing power in them, which is equivalent to old days wireless LAN controllers. Hence, many of the controller's functionality could be implemented into an access point itself, resulting into a controllerless solution. It is enterprise grade. The same exact access point that works with the Aruba controller is used in Aruba Instant solution. The hardware and software hence used are developed and tested, keeping an enterprise class solution in mind. The price of the instant access point is same as a controller based access point, which gets its software from the controller. You always have an option to try instant before investing in a controller based solution. Say tomorrow, if you think a controller based solution is what your deployment needs, your investment is protected. You do not need to buy a controller based access point. This very same access point on a click of a button can be changed to a controller based access point. So if you think in a way, you get this awesome piece of software for free. I'll showcase how easy it is to configure this access point in next slides, but still to show you that nearly every feature you think of in a controller is available here. Let me enumerate a few. You can think of adaptive radio management, ARM, the controller feature that changes power and channels of access point dynamically based on RF environment. You can think of application visibility. Traffic passing via each access point is recognized and reported into various categories to the network administrator. Client match, the capability of moving clients to the right access point, a much needed feature in dense corporate deployments. Security features like inbuilt radius server, inbuilt session aware firewall, which is tied to roles. SSIDs have that role based access tied to them. Intrusion detection and protection. You can identify interfering and rogue access points. You can identify 802.11 attacks on the network. And you can use protection methods like honeypotting the access point or R poisoning the attacker. Unlike controllers, this solution is redundant till the number of access points you have bought. I'll just show you how. Let's quickly take a look at how we can remove the controller but still give you a solution which does its job. The key here is to understand that one of the access points becomes a master and provides some controller based functions, and some functions are left with the other slave individual access points in the cluster. We'll talk about what part is taken care of by the master and what part is taken care of by the slave. So when you power up the access points with the help of layer to beacon messages, they will elect one access point as master. These messages are layer 2. So understand that all access points have to be in the same VLAN. All the access points together are called a cluster. You provide the cluster an IP address and any other configuration using the master, and other access points in that cluster download that configuration. In case the master dies due to some reason, the election takes place again, and another access point who has preserved the config comes up and serves as the master. Like this, you have the cluster up until the last access point is up. From an implementation standpoint, it's as easy as putting access points in one single VLAN, then connecting to an automatically broadcasted SSID instant, and then opening up the browser and going to a particular URL, instant.arubanetworks.com, and you have the master serving as the virtual controller for you in the browser ready to be configured. Here I'm going to talk about what functions stay with the master and what functions stay with the slave. Management is centralized with master. Control and data forwarding functions are distributed. Centralized management primarily consists of configuration, monitoring, firmware upgrades. Distributed data plane means firewall, application level gateway, bridging, or data forwarding on access points. Distributed control plane consists of authentication handling, access control, and guest access. So you realize that we are not only relying on the master for the cluster functions. Deep packet inspection resulting into application visibility, also called as AppRF for short in Aruba terminology, gives you an eye on what traffic traverses your network. Your, the deep packet inspection engine is also truly distributed and embedded on each access point. Only reports are sent to the master access point at regular intervals. As of now, Instant Access Point can categorize 2000 plus applications. There is another level of web classification that Instant can provide by interacting with Bright Cloud solutions. Not only recognizing what traffic is on your network, down till application levels on a cell phone, you can also integrate the firewall with this feature. Resulting combination of firewall and AppRF can be so granular that you can regulate the traffic flow of an app of a particular user on a particular SSID. Client Match. It's a patented solution to make sure you make the best of the RF environment by marrying together the right client to the right SSID without needing a client software. You must have seen clients sticking to the wrong access point, where you yourself in the head can think of a better distribution of clients. Client Match does that for you automatically. Client Match comes into action after clients are associated. Due to this, you can have clients associated on access points where they can transfer data most quickly and reliably. That way, you can make the best use of the RF environment you have. Next, we come to the management options. As I discussed previously, the whole cluster can be managed using one IP address, which floats around with the current master access point. Here you can configure guest access web pages as well, and of course, it's free. Second way to manage instant cluster is via Aruba Cloud Management offering. Using this, you can manage, configure multiple instant clusters. All you need is HTTPS connectivity of cluster to the internet. From a user perspective, one needs connectivity to internet. They can open a browser and log into Aruba Central Portal for complete configuration, management, and troubleshooting access to the cluster. Third way is to use Aruba Airwave, an on-premise management solution. This is much more extensive management solution which offers multi-site scalable model of configuration via templates. Firmware management becomes a breeze using Airwave. With its instant GUI config feature, you pretty much have the first option we talked about 2 slides back of management in your Airwave window. Visual RF provides location tracking, heat maps, and to top it all, Airwave is vendor agnostic. This is a summary slide of all three management options. To reiterate, the very first option of instant local management is included free of cost with Instant Solution. Here I want to highlight a very powerful feature called Instant VPN. Say you already have a controller-based network in one central location and you need to extend the network to a remote branch. In that case, the master access point of the cluster can create an IPsec VPN tunnel or GRE tunnel for guest access to the central location to access the resources. You can also think of a remote home worker solution here, where one instant access point is given to each employee, which he just plugs onto internet to have a corporate SSID broadcasted at home. Also, there is a split tunnel option present, where you want only interesting traffic to reach to the controller and rest go out to the internet from the remote site. This can be implemented at a huge scale very easily by using Airwave. The instant portfolio consists of every access point that is introduced in the controller-based solution, right from a nifty 205H, which can sit on your desk in a work from home or hotel or campus rooms, to the rugged 270s capable of handling any weather conditions. Aruba offers access points that can fit your need. The aim is to bring any released controller-based access point to instant world within the next quarter. I'll summarize by reiterating that instant is easy to set up and manage than a Soho access point with enterprise-grade performance. The built-in application level visibility firewall, radius server, and guest access portals complete one's security requirements. Until the last access point is up, you have access to the cluster, resulting into a high level of redundancy. The flexibility of choosing a management platform that suits you the most and its capability to integrate with the controller by making an IPsec VPN tunnel makes it the most compelling solutions in the market. To top it all, you can always change an instant access point into a controller-based access point to suit your future needs. The last question that must be lingering in your mind is, how big can I go with instant? The tested and supported numbers are 128 instant access points and 2048 clients in a single cluster. If you want to go above than that, then we have the option of creating multiple clusters. This was a quick overview of the instant solution. Thank you for your patience.